Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be doing a little freight train mission where we're going to be transporting some cargo over from the Komodo terminal all over the way over to the Soy Islands. But before we get started, if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button and ring the little bell icon to be notified of my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. And while you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what else you'd like to see in any of my future videos. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this video. And getting started, we're going to be checking out these awesome little well cars, and we've got a nice little mission that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be heading over from the Komodo terminal all the way over to the Soy Islands, and we're going to see how many of these cargo containers I can actually go and transport over there. Obviously, the more I take, the more money we're going to get from this. And now we're checking out these awesome little well cars along with this locomotive, and also we have one of the container handlers here. Now I think the base of it was built for one of my challenges, and then I think the lifting arm has been a little bit reworked, but you can see the lifting arm here that actually goes and folds out. So let's start loading some containers. Now I don't know if that locomotive is going to be powerful enough to actually move all these containers, but we're going to try our best, and let's see if we can actually get some of these things loaded on. We've got a key switch to start this, and I think there's an unfold button. Yep, so you can see it's got unfolded there. So let's see if we can go and pick up some containers. Now this thing is really cool because it's so quick. It literally is super powerful. We can obviously bring it up here, and let's go and see if we can just grab that first piece over here. So we're just going to start turning it. I'll try to get it as straight as possible. I think that should be fine. Let's go and bring it down. Okay, you can see we can rotate the arm there in the front like so, and then we can actually start bringing it down. So I'm going to rotate it like that. Let's do a little bit of a reverse here. Put the brakes on, and then let's start bringing it down. So you can see there, you can rotate it, bring it down, rotate it, bring it down, rotate it, bring it down. A little bit more. And then we're going to put it into forwards modes, and then let's angle it a little bit. There we go. And we've just picked it up. So let's go and see if we can lift this now. So it should be able to just do that. Yep. And then let's go just reverse ever so slightly. Don't mind the other crate there. Let's go and turn it, and let's go loading it onto the train. So we're just going to take a shortcut around here, and let's see if we can load this first one onto one of the carriages here. So I think that carriage, the furthest one here, will be perfect. Let's just see if we can get this lined up quite nicely, and we'll go forwards a bit. Just make sure I clear it. So you can see there. Good. Okay, that looks actually almost perfect. So let's start dropping it down. Start angling it that way. Yeah, that's fine. Drop it down. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disconnect, and hopefully it should go and get itself connected. Yep, you can see there it's got itself connected, which is perfect. Let's put this in reverse, and let's go get another one. Cool, so we got the spam on. Let's go and get some more. So this container handler is really useful. It's really nice and quick. It's quite stable at the same time. It's got loads of power on it. Let's see if we can just line ourselves up for the lock one, or the low key one. Yes, do a little bit of a reverse here and a little bit forwards. And let's see if we can just line ourselves up. Okay, that looks fine for now. So let's go and drop this again. So we want to go up and down. Okay, and then a little bit of reverse action. Cool. And then let's drop it down a little more, and then we should be able to put it in forwards modes and actually pick this up. Okay, we might still... Why is it not... There we go. Now it's connected. Perfect. He's actually got a camera on there. I actually didn't realize that he had a camera on there. That's pretty cool. Let's go and lift this up. Put in reverse mode here. Okay, and forwards. Probably want to bring that down a little bit. Okay, and let's go and load that onto the next one here. So we're going to try and get, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left there that we should be able to get loaded on. So let's load it onto the next area here. Okay, so we are just loading the last container on. I'm going to see if I can try and get it to fit into this last one here. You've seen that some of the other ones have double stacked themselves. For some reason, it just keeps on double stacking. Even if I place it in the right spot, it will double stack itself. So I'm a little bit disappointed like that. you know, I guess these containers are designed to, you know, work the best they can with what we have here in game, but it's unfortunate, like when we're doing something like this where it just keeps on, you know, just jumping over across. Even if I place it down here, you can see I'm going to try and place this one down as best as I can on this cart, and you'll see that once we place it down and I release the connectors here, for some reason sometimes it just jumps from the right one to the left one. That's the container. It's not the train car at all, the cargo at all. It's the actual containers themselves. They've got like a built-in mechanism inside them that will go and lock onto different things with different timings. So for example, if the top ones are connected, the bottom ones are not connected, and the bottom ones connected, the top ones aren't connected. So I don't know how it switches there. It doesn't matter, it is what it is. But this looks really cool, doing kind of missions like this where you have to load all your cargo in. I guess you can double stack them. We'll obviously see if we can fit any tunnels. Hopefully we don't have any tunnel issues. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. You can see everything's connected. We are going to jump in this cart and let's see if we can get everything working. So I'm just going to use the handle to jump in, or try to at least. There we go. Okay, so we are in. Let's see what we have. So I think I remember using this before. Isn't there a control panel? There's a light switch, power relay. This is the safety system that you can turn on and off. Everything else I think is good. We should be able to just make our way to the front cabin. And let's see, so we got master key. We've got heater, instrument lights, headlights, engine starter, fuel pumps, air compressor, horn. We don't need the CFA system. Brake lever is good, throttle lever is good, radio power we don't need. Actually, I'm going to get that on just in case we need to change signals here to go out. Oh, we are facing right. Let's double check it does work. Doesn't look like, so I'm guessing let's try 440, which should be the game frequency. Yep, 440 is working. Perfect. I'm happy with that. What else do we have? We have a set speed, so we should, in theory, have everything connected here. I'm just going to do a little bit of a test here and just go forwards ever so slightly. Put it in the forwards mode. And there we are moving. Slowly get out of here. Wow, look at that. That looks awesome. Now we should be changing tracks here. Should be going to the right now. There we go. That looks incredible. So we've got a little bit of a way to go. Of course, we need to make our way through past the lighthouse, past the refinery, and then we're going to make a right turn and we're going to end up on the rail system just to our right here. And then we're going to carry along all the way through to Sawyer's. Now, you can kind of see Sawyer there in the background, so we do have a little bit of a way to go, but look at that. That looks awesome. Okay, so let's carry on for a bit, and then I will meet you guys back when we're going a little bit further on. Okay, so we're just coming up to the chemical storage, which is just here on the left-hand side. So we're just going to, let's go and see if we can blow the horn while we go past it. So let them know we're coming past, and then we're going to be coming up to the first track switch that we need to go and do. So we're actually going to be heading right here, and we're going to be taking another right. You can see we're going over 100 k's at the moment. This little engine is really doing well. This locomotive is really doing well and pulling all that weight. I'm sure we could probably add much more, and this will be absolutely fine, to be honest. So let's carry on going through. I'm just going to keep an eye out. So it looks like it's currently going right. In terms of the tracks here, so we don't need to actually be changing anything just yet. We can kind of just cruise along at the moment, and you can see we are going to hit a right here. We're doing a decent speed now, which is perfect. We can kind of actually start motoring down. You can see the container cars at the back are turning ever so slightly. It's going to keep an eye on the next tracks of signals. I'm actually going to throw our throttle down a bit. And we can check that is pointing right, so it is going towards the Sawyer Island, which is perfect. We're obviously coming up to the intersection. I'm going to carry on straight, and then if I'm correct, it's pretty much a straight shoot all the way through now to the Sawyer Island. So let's get our throttle all the way up, and let's start building up a little more speed if we can. And then yeah, we're going to go a nice straight shoot, and I'll meet you guys back when we're just coming up to the Sawyer Islands. So we're just making our final approach up here to the Soy Islands, to the North Terminal, and you can see the North Terminal is just over there in a little bit of the distance, and we have the next set of lights that we're going to be checking in a few seconds just to see if we are going left or right. So let's get the binoculars out. Look at that. That's something you could never do before version 1, is get the binoculars out and actually see what's going on in front of you. That is awesome that you could do that. So I'm happy with the signals. We obviously are going right. If you were to go left, you would go towards the airport or the airbase down there, which also has a little terminal, but I don't think there's any cargo down there. There's only cargo just to the right, where you can obviously go and drop the cargo off there by the port. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start slowing ourselves down here, because we are getting a little bit closer. Not too much in terms of speed we're going to drop, but we're going to slowly start dropping our speed, and then we'll drop the speed completely, put our brakes on. I don't know how long this is going to actually take to stop, considering we do have a little bit of weight behind us with all this cargo and all the freight, but I think we hopefully should be fine. We've got a little bit of a way to go. You can obviously see the beautiful Soy Islands peaks just there in the background, snow-capped peaks just up there, and obviously the big forests here on the Soy Islands. So the sun is setting, by the way. It's getting a little bit dark here in the islands. It's funny how Komodo is actually only there, but we had to make this a long trip around to get there. And obviously up north is even further. So we are getting a little bit close now. You can see, yep, that signal is fine. We are going to be going right and then right, which is fine. And we're going to go in there. Let's start dropping our speeds off a bit. Let's see how much speed we are going to drop. We're doing about 70, 60, 50. Seems to be dropping speed quite quickly, actually. I was expecting it to have quite a bit of momentum here. So we are going to pull up the throttle a bit. Just make sure we keep a good speed around 30 to 40 at the moment, coming into the actual area over here. We're going to be dropping off this cargo. About 50 at the moment, which is fine. You can see we're still going right and then right, which is perfect. And then what I'm going to do is when we get to that light, I think I'm going to kill the throttle. So let's get rid of our throttle, and then we should be able to just coast in here. I'm going to keep an eye on our brake lever and just make sure. We might have to throw that on. But you can see here, look at that. You have such fun doing missions, just transporting cargo around everywhere. You just need a mission to obviously have a little cargo handler at all these different areas. I'm just going to give it a little more throttle. You can get a little mission set up to obviously spawn a cargo handler at all the different ports. So when you arrive, you obviously have a cargo handler waiting for you, and you can just offload your cargo quickly, load some more cargo up, and then obviously, you can see we've just got some rewards here for delivering some cargo. We're just going to shunt this in ever so slightly into hangar number 4 here, and obviously try and get as much space as we can to offload this cargo. And let's go and kill our throttle. Let's get our brakes on. Perfect. So we are stopped, more or less. Throttle's off. Brakes off. Engine off. Master key off. Engine off. Let's get our lights, cab lights. Oops, seems like the engine's decided to turn itself on. Cab lights, heater lights, engine starter, fuel pumps and air compressors. Let's get that all off. And there we go. We've done a little mission. We've brought this cargo through. Obviously, whatever needed to be delivered here has been delivered. So this was, let's see, destination BVG freight terminal. Okay, I actually haven't seen that terminal before. I think they've added some new areas where you can drop this cargo off. But most of it is Soya. Yeah, this is Soya South. Spy cakes. Okay, this is quite cool. They've added some more cargo areas. But yeah, most of their cargo has been delivered. A nice, cool little mission here. I enjoyed it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think, you know, you can do so many cool like role play missions now with this cargo that you have in game, and you could even do this in career mode, which is really cool. If I was doing career mode, I would just build a huge train, just load it up with as much cargo as I can, and try and make as much money as I could in career mode using the trains. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. Do you think you would like to see some more missions and some more videos on actually transporting cargo around here in Stormworks, and kind of maybe set up a little bit of a series on the best ways to get cargo from one point to the next point? Let me know in the video description. I'd love to hear your comments. I will obviously leave some links for all of these things in the video description, so if you want to check out some of these creations, feel free to do so. And as always, I hope you have enjoyed this and found it entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.